Hello, sunshine. This is Joy from Michigan in the United States. If you watched my video from yesterday, you know that I have a fancy new art table, and you may be wondering why I'm not using it. Today has been a crazy hectic day. So I'm out in my art room at a time when I have my table in direct sunlight. So if I videotape it up there, you guys aren't going to be able to see anything. So I'm down on the floor because I've got to get this done. So, not in a negative way, but I just feel like I've waited to the last possible minute. I don't want that one. Okay. So I'm going to kind of do the same basic thing as yesterday. We're going to do a swipe and then hopefully some balloon kisses. Unless the swipe looks absolutely gorgeous, and then I'll stop there. So I'm going to use the same colors. So the difference today is that I'm using a brand new canvas, never been painted on, and my paints have been able to sit for quite a while. So I shouldn't have as many air bubbles. Hopefully we'll have fewer issues with the overall painting. So let's get started. I'm going to start with Ocean Blue. I have no idea, because my camera setup is so different. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. So I do Ocean Blue. Oh. So one of the issues today was that we needed to take the dog to an appointment, and this appointment was pretty far away. And she has not traveled in a car for probably 6 or 7 weeks now, and we discovered that she doesn't really handle driving in a car, riding in a car anymore. Oh, so we had a mess to clean up, poor puppy, but she's doing better now. So, but that added to my chaotic day. But it's okay, all's well. Everything's taken care of. She's feeling better. She ate some dinner, which was a good sign. So we're just gonna relax and get a little paint time in. How many clumps are in my paint right now? A lot, a lot. There's one. I'm not gonna remember where, oh, there's a big one. Let's get that out. I'm not gonna remember where they all were. Oh, you guys are gonna have to bear with me tonight. Well, this will probably be posted in the morning, but either way. This mama is tired. So I'm running the skewer through just because I noticed this color was particularly clumpy. That's what you get when you use old paints. So I can kind of see where the clumps are when I run the skewer through it. And I definitely don't want that in my final painting. Although again, this is an experiment, so this is the time to have weirdness and just ignore it. All right, so there's that. Let's do this Blue Haven that I loved so much. It's such a pretty blue. And I will try to put the pictures, goodness sakes, guys, to put the colors in the description box for you guys. Although I find that a lot of times with these colors, if you just look closely, I don't know, maybe not. For me, sometimes I can duplicate the color close enough that I'm happy with it, even if it's not exact. So think of that too as you're watching any video, any art video. You know, you can get a close proximity and have it be good enough. Oh my gosh, that one didn't want to come out. So again, This is not something I would recommend you do with old paints because this is just tedious. So if you are watching this and you are bored because this part is incredibly boring, fast forward till you see all the colors on the canvas. When you see me tilting, that's when it's going to get interesting. And like I said, I'll try to put the color names in the description box so you guys don't have to watch all of this if you don't want to. Sorry, I'm not even talking. So if you can hear noises in the background, the room adjacent to my art room is the kitchen. And my family is getting dinner. So you may be hearing some of those noises. They're doing their best to stay very, very quiet because they know I'm making a video, but. All right, Peacock Teal. I really like this color too. It's a really pretty teal. Right, yeah, this one's coming out really nice. So I will definitely go ahead and use this one up because I don't have to go back through it and look for clumps. Well, I guess the one positive bit of all this is I am using up these paints, so that's good. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the Whispering Turquoise, which is kind of, I don't know, that name makes me smile a little. I just think that's such a silly name, but I don't know what else you would call it. This one has silicone. So, you know, I just realized all the colors I've put on so far do not have silicone. So I may end up with all my colors with silicone on the top, which could make for an interesting effect. We shall see. I wanted to save my deep metallic blue for last because I felt like that one was, it's just such a pretty color. And it didn't show up on the last piece that I did. So I'm going to use that one. The very last color I put on will be that metallic blue. I think it's ultra deep blue mixed with the metallic Sapphire by Deco Art Extreme Sheen something or other. Okay. Oh, look at that right there. Okay. Hopefully we're good. I've pulled out a lot of goobers. If you guys do have old paint that you're using, I didn't take the time to do this because to be perfectly honest, I was being lazy. But you could run this paint through a nylon filter. That's what I use for my Floetrol. And it would take those clumps out. So that's an option. All right, let's throw some turquoise blue with silicone on there. Oh. And I've had 2 people contact me today, and when they found out that I had scraped yesterday's painting, they were not happy with me. In fact, one of them told me that I'm not allowed to scrape any more paintings without showing her what I have first in case she wants to buy it. So maybe I should do that. Maybe I should put it up on my Facebook page and just say, hey, is this a keeper or scraper, and let other people decide for me. Maybe I will do that. If you're interested, my Facebook page is Hello Sunshine Palette, which is what I named my little art endeavors before I started doing YouTube. So, oh, this one was gloopy. I don't think I'm even gonna save whatever's left in this. And I'm seeing a lot of air bubbles, so I may just go ahead and torch this. Okay, this is a new color. This is Dioxazine Purple. Hard to say. And I'm not gonna pour it like I did the others because I don't want the purple to take over, but it will add a little bit of contrast. And because we're swiping in white, I feel like that's gonna be a very necessary thing. We need some contrast. That's what I felt was missing from my last painting. And of course, the two people that I spoke with today both told me that they strongly disagreed with me and they liked that it wasn't super contrasty. So I apologize if you were in love with that piece yesterday. I'm sorry. Here comes my, well, maybe I don't know, my favorite. I do like a deep blue. This is certainly deep blue and I really, really like this one. Try to fill in some of these gaps here. All right, let's add some to the top, although it wouldn't be bad to have less on the top and more on the bottom, maybe. And give it that, like it's getting darker as you go down look. There's not really enough paint in here to salvage, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it to fill in some gaps and call it good. It's pretty thick too, so I don't imagine we'll lose the dark blue this time. All right. I am going to do, oh, I almost forgot my gold. This is the gold. This is the Deco Art 24 karat gold. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. I love this gold. Don't want to get too much of it, but I would like to fill in some of these blank spaces too, so that I have paint on all the surfaces and I'm just not having to worry, although you know my rule, no room for worry in my art room. Yeah, there's not that much of this left either, so I'll just go ahead and use it to get those sides covered, fill in some of these holes up here. And I want to say this one has silicone in it as well. It's the same as yesterday, so I can always look at that and find out for sure. I really don't, this top section I'm not too worried about because when I swipe, that's where I'll lay down that color. But hey, we've got some extra paint. Let's just help it all flow a little better, right? All right. I think I've gotten just about all I can get out of this little cup. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tilt this. I tell you what, I missed my table. This is not the most comfortable way to do this, but tomorrow I can be back to my table. So just gentle sliding the paint back and forth. You do want those colors to kind of roll over each other. So that's perfectly fine. In fact, it's desirable because you want, when you do your balloon work, you want there to be more than one color in each spot. I really feel like that gold took over up there. Let me see if I can take some of that off. There we go. All right. Oh, right here. That paint to flow. There we go. All right. My hands were pretty clean when I started, guys. Not so much anymore. Okay. I'm going to add one more color. And if my sister's watching this, she's gonna yell at me because this is not what she would want me to add, but we're gonna just swizzle on a little bit of orange with silicone in it. Just a little. I don't want too much. Just a little bright orange spot here and there will be very pretty, I think. We'll find out, won't we? Okay. Before I get to swiping, I do want to check my sides because here I'm noticing a whole lot of paint missing. So I'm just gonna scoop up from what's dripped off the canvas and try to find a similar color to whatever's there. Oh, that's good. Oh, those two sides look really nice. And let's check this. Not bad, guys. Not bad. A little more there. Okay, I knew I set my hand on paint because that's just the way it works. Okay, so there we go. We are ready to swipe. Put some stuff out of my way. Oh, I guess that's got a little bit left. Okay, I'm swiping with the same color as, oh, I was gonna torch it. See, get some of the air bubbles out. Okay, just to help, and then I think I see, yep, there we go. All right, here we go. The white, this is titanium white plus iridescent medium and silicone. I think that was it. I'm putting down quite a bit. We'll see how that works out. See if I got too much. And of course my swipe tool is on the other side of the room. I'm gonna swipe with my little one today. I know this is a bigger canvas. Yesterday was an 8 by 10. This is an 11 by 14, and that's in inches. But I feel more confident with this, so I'm gonna start with this. I really hope I don't lose that beautiful orange right there. But what will be, will be. Ah. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, I didn't clean that enough. Not gonna stress about it. All right. I need a couple pieces of paper towel. Yesterday I was working with those puppy pads underneath me, and that makes it really easy when you're swiping to clean your tool. And today, that is not the case. So, all right. I'd really like to not have to swipe the whole thing 6 times, but here goes nothing, right? I like the purple in this. My sister might disagree with me. She loves blues and ocean colors, and I still feel like I'm getting a very muddy look, and I don't know if that's the glue all, because again, if you didn't watch mine yesterday, I switched pouring mediums to try glue all. I've heard it gives a much different cell, a very pretty cell, but very different from the Floetrol, which is what I usually use. So I may have to do one with all fresh paints. See, I feel like there's a goober there and now it's not coming up, so I'd probably need to stop messing. All right. I doubt you guys can hear it, but I can hear my puppy playing with her toy, which makes me happy. That means she must be feeling a bit better. All right. There's just this little squeak in the background every once in a while, our little squeaky toy. All right. Well, it's different. Is it better than yesterday's? I don't know. I don't know, but we're gonna let it dry. I'm gonna torch it, of course, first and let it dry off a bit and then come back and do, hopefully, a little bit of balloon work. Oh, I'm still, hold on. Hold that thought. This edge here just didn't swipe very well. There. And then that one. Boy, that looks pretty. Now I kind of wish that was all throughout. All right. So I'm not quite ready to give up on glue all yet. I am getting some nice, really round cells here, which I know with Floetrol, I seem to get odd shapes. But again, I'm getting these teeny tiny cells. I'm going to try to get this paint to heat up and not burn it. And of course I've got plastic underneath, so you got to be really careful. I do have a new heat tool coming. I'm really excited to get that and give it a try. It's electric, so there's no flame. It's a lot safer. So, okay. I think I want to tip it towards you guys just a tiny bit, depending on where the weight of the paint is. It will also help stretch some of these cells out. Trying to be very patient. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I just felt like this line here was a little bit thin. We've got some pretty things happening. I do like the little bits of orange in here. I think that adds quite a bit. This is a dangerous thing I'm doing. This is Jilly's technique, and it doesn't work the same with this kind of heat tool, but she uses her heat tool to get these beautiful clusters of cells. And so I'm gonna try it. Why not? All right, hopefully these cells grow. That's my hope. If they don't, it's gonna get the balloon for sure. But I will leave it to dry for 30 minutes maybe. It's pretty warm out here today. We had some nice sunshine, so it warmed it up. I'll take you down for a close-up first, and I will take pictures first. If you've watched my videos, I try to remind people, take pictures before you do any fiddling, because you might find that you want to reprint the pictures. You might, that first look might grow on you a bit. So I'm going to end here. I will take you in for a close-up, take some photos, and then come back in 30 minutes or so to do some balloon work. Some beautiful lacing through there. Check out those cells. Those little bright flashes of orange. I like that. Hopefully that'll have a little gold in it too, so it'll have some shimmer and more lacing. Again, if you watched my video yesterday, they talked about how you can, with glue wall, get more authentic cells rather than the lacing, but I feel like I'm getting both. And this is all just mixed with glue wall and water for sure. So, all right guys, I'll be back in about 30 minutes. All right, friends, I am back with you. And this has been drying for 30 to 40 minutes-ish, somewhere in there. The edges are fairly dry. I mean, not past the point of being able to balloon them, but they are drying. And the middle, I'm sure, is still very wet. So let's just see what we get. I would like to try some balloon rolls on this, but I'm not the best at those, so. Oh my goodness. Oh, boy, that's pretty. You almost don't want to touch it again for fear you'll mess it up. But we can't leave it there. So I'm going to turn this. Hopefully you guys will still be able to see. Oh dear. All right. I did blow up a new balloon that's kind of halfway between the two that I had before. So here goes nothing. Even the balloon, I don't know if you guys can see that, but even the balloon is pretty. So the balloon rolls, I had tried these on the last one yesterday, and they just didn't work well for me. And I think it's because when I roll it, I put more pressure on, and you would just want to leave that light, very light touch. This paint does feel, as I'm working on the balloon kisses and rolls, the paint feels very thick to me. Oh, that didn't work at all. Let's try that again. It feels thicker than the Floetrol paint would be, and that might just be the way that I mixed up, or it might be something else. I kind of like that, so I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to move my feather start over here. There we go. All right. I do like those feathers. Those turned out really nice. I'm going to do some little balloon kisses with my little baby water balloon. I like the colors stayed a bit more separated this time, and that makes me happy. My edges are very dry, so let's see. Just want to add a little paint in there, that's better. Sorry about that, guys. I had an alarm went off on my phone and shut my video off. So I kind of want to add a feather there. But I tell you, maybe it gets easier the more you do it, but I feel like I have to be at a different angle each time I do this just to have the result that I want. So let's try. I'll leave that. I'm not positive I love it, but it's not bad. So let's leave it. I think the balloon size I got is I think that's going to work out really well for me too. I dripped a little right there, so I'm just going to add a little balloon kiss here and then carry it over. I don't know that I love that. I think trying not to mess with this too much because I've done that before in a previous painting and it turned out really, really poorly. Doing like a multi-layered, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that for now because I'm just not positive how I feel about it. That one I was a little bit heavy-handed, but I think it'll be okay. I love the blue that it pulled up though, so hopefully it will dry okay. There's a lot less paint here in the middle. It's almost down to the canvas and then a ton of paint at the end there, so I'm hoping that balances out. I feel like I lifted that one funny. Let's try that one more time. That's better. This is one of those things that I feel like you can do over and over and over again and still have more to learn. So don't be afraid to really experiment. Like I said, the 8x10 canvases are great for that because they're inexpensive. They're little, so they don't take a lot of paint. So they're just great ones to experiment with. I'm leaving paint all over my floor, but the beauty of laminate flooring is that it will wash up rather nicely. Pretty colors in that one. I'm gonna do that one more time. This paint is really thick. Pardon me. Not sure if my head was in the shot there. Just trying to get my paper towel. I don't think this one needs a whole lot more. What do you guys think? Maybe some itty bitty baby ones. One right here. I almost think parts of this, the paint seems too wet and other parts seem too dry. So I'm really not sure what to make of that. I ended up with orange, or brown there, I mean. That's okay though. All right, guys, I really don't like that. I wonder, I'm gonna try something really risky. And if it doesn't work out, it's already not working out. I don't like the way it looks now, so I don't think I'm gonna lose anything. I'm going to try to redo my feather. That didn't work either. All right, I think I'm gonna have to leave it. That edge is too dry right there. You know what I could do? And I think I'm going to. I'm gonna take some white. This is the same color I swiped with, so it's the same pouring medium, it's the same paint. I'm just gonna put a thin line right there. It's gonna be a big section of white, but I really think it's gonna be better than what was there. So I'm just going to spread it over. And then I think I'll do a baby balloon kiss, because that'll push that out a little so that it looks more blended and it doesn't look like I added a bunch of white there. All right. Good. I think I am just about done, and I apologize because you guys watched this at an angle which is maybe not the best. All right, that one needs one more little kiss. Let's see if I like that better. All right, I'm going to stop for now and take a look through the camera to see what I think. I've said this on several videos now. Sometimes it just helps to take a step back and look through a lens rather than in person. For whatever, maybe it doesn't work that way for everybody, but for me, it definitely helps me to see the piece as a whole, its flaws as well as the parts of it that I love. So I will take you guys in for a close-up and decide if I'm done or not. I'm leaning towards done, but we shall see. All right, guys, here it is. I feel like my balloon rolls went pretty well. I really love either end. This one here is just gorgeous. I'll take you around. Pardon the glare, the lighting in here is horrible right now. That one's pretty cool too, but I really love this one with the orange. Very interesting. And then I have some really nice cells. I like my little accidental dip there. This feather, better than it was. Progress is progress, I guess. And that gold will shine once it's finished. It'll be really sheeny, shiny. So I think I'm happy with this one. I'm gonna take a minute and look at it and probably get my husband's opinion. Maybe I'll have to send it to the two people that told me to stop scraping my paintings and see what they think. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm so grateful for all of you that have watched my videos, those of you that have subscribed. Thank you so much. If you haven't already, I would love it if you'd hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell so you know when I've posted a new video. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this one. What should I have done differently? Or do you like it just as it is? And if you have things you'd like me to see, or things you'd like to see me do in the future, leave that in the comment section as well. I always try to read my comments and reply to them or take whatever steps are encouraged. So thanks so much, guys. Hope you have a great day. See you on the next one.